Well, new on AMX for this morning, we're taking a closer look at a common injury that, if you're not careful, can be deadly. Ground level falls are one of the most common forms of traumatic injury, and health officials are tracking a troubling trend.
Yeah, so doctors at Oregon Health and Science University say they're seeing more of these types of falls, and OHSU recently launched a study to try and find ways to reduce your risk. So Dr. Katie Drago is a geriatrician and associate professor of medicine at OHSU, joining us now with what you need to know this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
I appreciate you being here. This is a more common issue than maybe we realize. You know, where do these types of injuries relate to maybe something that we think of more commonly?
Indeed. So at OHSU, and we follow the trend nationwide, ground level falls are the #1 cause of accidental death for adults over the age of 65.
Oh my gosh.
They are actually the most common cause of accidental trauma admission at OHSU, eclipsing car crashes, gunshots, stabbings, all of the other things we might think about.
Wow. I mean, like, those are the things I think of when you hear traumatic injury. I wouldn't think about, tripping and falling from where you're sitting at ground level. And I think sometimes we kind of almost assume that this is something that happens to us as we get older, like it's almost inevitable. Is that in fact the case?
No, it's not the case. So falling is not inevitable. It's not a normal part of aging. And there's actually a lot people can do, pretty simple things and easy things to mitigate that risk.
What are some of those things?
So I think about 3 big buckets, sort of off the bat. There's certainly more than that, but first is keeping active. I'm fond of saying bodies in motion stay in motion. Walking is great, and we encourage people to walk as much as they can and want to. But we also, some of the better activities truly are strength training, either with weights or just using your own body weight, and then balance and flexibility training. And there's some of the best evidence out there is for Tai Chi, the Chinese martial arts practice, can actually reduce the risk of falling by about half.
Wow.
And reduce the risk of having an injury from a fall.
That's so interesting. So aside from some of the things that you could maybe put into your day-to-day routine that are going to help you stay active, I'm thinking about the fact that, right now we're talking about snow, rain, ice, winter. This is a time of year where it could be dangerous even just stepping out your front door. Where are some of the most common situations that we tend to see falls occurring?
So home is a very, very common place where we see people in their later years falling and sustaining injuries. You're right, this time of year can be really perilous for folks that may live with some balance issues or abnormal walking ability. So we encourage sort of clearing a path, making sure that your stairways have rails in both inside and outside, that you're watching, are there furniture legs that are sticking out too far? Are there piles of books or piles of other things that might be tripping hazards? Are there areas of your home or your living space where you might benefit from having a bar to grab or some sort of additional device to help maintain your balance and help you get around?
Some good stuff. And if somebody's trying to, maybe they're watching this and they're like, hey, this is good information, maybe I should really dig into this. Where can they go? So
far and away, the best resource is going to be the CDC. They have a years-long initiative called the STEADY Project, which stands for Stopping Elderly Accidents, Deaths, and Injuries. And there is a whole website on this project that I believe we can link to here that has patient and family-facing materials. So lots and lots that you can do to help keep yourself safe.
And we mentioned this is something OHSU is looking at as well, ways to reduce the risk. Can people reach out to their local doctor for info on this study?
Yes, please. The study is ongoing. We're enrolling older adults now, trying to learn more about what patients and families can do to help protect themselves. So please reach out to your provider.
That's good stuff. Dr. Drago, appreciate you being in here this morning. That's important to talk about. Again, like how common that is one thing that I don't think a lot of people, including myself, are aware of. Yeah, absolutely. And again, for more information on OHSU's fall risk study and resources that can help them, we do have those links. It's all on coin.com.
Well, happening now, fierce